Okay, we're here at another booth here at IMS 94. Off to my left, we have Larry Harmon. He's the publisher and the brains and brawn behind Genetic Disorder. How you doing, Larry?
Hi, I'm fine. I'm reading a book, John Steinbeck's In Dubious Battle. I live by a Salvation Army, and I go there after hours and see what people leave behind on the ground. And I found this book. It must be pretty old because, look, only 75 cents. You know it must be old. And I also found this. Danny and the Boys. I don't know what it's about, but it looks real good.
Have you read the Howard Stern book yet?
My brother got it for Christmas, so while I was home visiting my family, I flipped through it, but, you know, anyone can talk about, like, their penis.
So, tell us about genetic disorder, when it started, and that whole spiel.
Okay. I started doing genetic disorder in 1987. I was 15 or 16 years old, and I was living in El Centro, California, going to high school, and it's really hot there. And during the summer, there's nothing to do. You just stay inside the house. So we had a pool, I'd swim too, and my mom had a Xerox machine at her work. And so I put together this little issue of genetic disorder, and I photocopied, I think I made like 30 copies. And I continued to do a photocopy. I came up to San Diego to go to school, and I got a job where we had like photocopiers like the size of like my apartment. And I'd run out copies late at night when no one was looking. And I couldn't keep up with demand. I was doing 50 copies a week, 24 pages, and they would disappear overnight. And so I had to go do a sprint.
So, what's the difference between the first issue in pages compared to this one right here?
24 to 80, half size, photocopied. This is newsprint. It started out sort of as a little skateboarding fanzine with comics, and now it's like music and other stuff like...
And social stuff.
No, it's more like fringe elements. True crime, UFOs, practical jokes, death, mayhem, chaos, and God and Satan, all wrapped into one.
So, what was I going to say?
What's my motto?
Exactly, what's your motto?
I have several. My first one's born to annoy. The second one is it's not quantity. Wait, I said that wrong. Cut. Take two. It's not quality, it's quantity. The second one is, hey, where's my car? I think that's it.
You know what my motto is? If there's grass on the field, play ball, if you know what I mean.
Well, are you a pitcher or a catcher?
I'm not even talking about baseball either. Well, anyway, sorry about that. So, this is issue number 12. What should people be looking for in issue number 13?
Practical jokes and pranks and revenge.
Revenge on just people who have done you wrong, or...
Okay, I'll tell you, I'm going to write a story about this. When I was in 8th grade, there was a bully. His name was Brady. Want me to hold this? There's something very funny about you sticking this in my face. There was a bully named Brady Bentley. I once watched him shove a guy's head through a plate glass window just to, like, show off. And I didn't like Brady. Brady was mean. I had him for PE, which is the worst class type of bully. Am I wrong? I'm right. He said I'm right. And I got my locker as far away from Brady as possible. And this is like how we'd start off to annoy him. Brady's family would get these Christmas lights every year. You know the little TV bulbs on the strings? You pull one bulb out and the whole string goes out. It's trashed. Every Christmas for 5 years, we would pull out one light bulb from one string and knock out his family's entire Christmas arrangements, right? Okay, we're talking 1985, word processors have just come out. I got a friend, we're on Christmas break, we're spending the night at his house until like 3 o'clock in the morning. We cranked out 2 letters on his word processor. Hi, this is the vice principal of Wilson Junior High. I'm really upset, Mr. Bentley, with Brady. He's been causing a lot of problems. I want to see you in my office first thing Monday morning. This is during Christmas break. Then I mailed the envelopes. His dad got the envelopes, opened it up, read this letter about Brady being a bully at school, and about how the vice principal wanted to see him in the office Monday morning. First thing he did is he grounded Brady for the entire Christmas break. took a day off of work to go to the school to talk to the vice principal. The vice principal had no idea what the guy wanted. The guy showed him the letter. As you can imagine, everyone was embarrassed and red-faced. He jerked me out of class with about 4 other guys who wanted to know who wrote the damn letter. I pled stupid. I know nothing. Brady got a restriction for 2 weeks, and I, to this day, still laugh. And if Brady's watching this, it was Kenny, not me, I swear. How long have you been doing this show? And how's it different from the Unarius UFO show?
On this show, we don't have any money, and on the other show I did, we really didn't have any money. Yeah. Yeah, one thing I want to thank you, though, is showing me how to recycle items that you receive in the mail, like folders and stuff. You sent me a folder that, you know, that I guess you would receive from, I don't know, some record label, and you just put your own labels over it, and you scratch it out, and you reuse it again. And I guess I just wasn't smart enough to realize that you should do that, and you save a lot of money on little packages and postage and stuff if you do that. And I just want to thank you. Deal?
You're welcome.
I was very ignorant, but now my eyes have been opened thanks to this man. I think that's...
Hello?
No!
They're not hers. Hey, did you loan them to her?
Put that Mr. Microphone down. Hey, look, here's how you move.
We got a great big convoy trucking. Hey, we're going to all sing your theme song from Convoy. Convoy. We got a great big convoy trucking across the USA. Do you know the song? Convoy. No, Christmas Robinson. Well, what else? Smoking the Bandit. Breaker, breaker, bandit. I think we're done. You know what? Oh, this is cordless. I know. You know what? I'm really curious. Is anything even going to come through with all this noise? It's going to sound like I have UFOs in my mouth. Do a beatbox. You do human beatbox? I do it. You do the beatbox. I'll do it. You do the beat. I'll do the box. Excuse me, sir. Do you know how to do a human beatbox? Do you know how to do the human beatbox? Excuse me, sirs. Do you guys know how to do a human beatbox? A what? Human beatbox. I know human beatbox. Is that right? No. Beatbox, not beatbox. Oh, yeah. What the hell? I'm gonna do a lot of things. I can drink like a fucking fish. Hey, this is for television. You cannot say the word fuck. You think about that. And then we'll come back and talk, alright? Yeah, fuck this shit, man. Hi. This guy wants to know if you're John Reese from Rocket from the Crypt. Wow. Do you guys know how to do a human beatbox? Yeah. Do that. Throw this boy a fish and he barks like a seal. How about you? Do you have any special talents? Can you use the word isthmus in a sentence?
I tried to take my boat to the bay, but the isthmus got in the way.
What do you know? She's a college graduate. I would talk to this guy, but he's mean. He hit me in the eye with a peanut. With a peanut. It hurt my eye. Look. You see that? See that yellow? That's from the peanut in the eye. Do you guys see that? Do you see the yellow? Peanut. He hit me with the peanut. Okay, the trick is someone put a sticker on this fat guy's back, and we're going to try to get him to turn around. And then when he turns around, we're going to try to look at the sticker and see if anyone's seen it or taken it off. So, hi, we just talked to this guy. We're from the cable show, and we got a question for you. Oh, do you? This is an honor to talk to you. This is the guy from yourself. My question is are you holding it? No, unfortunately, I don't think it would be a good idea to do that. This is marijuana right here. This is marijuana. You can make cloth out of it. You can make paper. This also is marijuana. You can't smoke it and get high, but for thousands of years it was one of the biggest crops in the world. And people used to make their clothes out of it. People who were too poor to go out and buy clothes would grow their hemp and make their clothes out of hemp clothes. And as a result of that, because they made paper out of rags, paper was also made out of hemp for hundreds of years. And then when it became illegal, of course, they couldn't do that anymore. So you're not holding? No. Are you? No, I'm not. He's holding. Buy some drugs, man? You guys want to buy some drugs, man? Thank you for pot smoking bumper sticker. You know what? Can I get a couple of these for my mom? Well, now that I think about it, she's Bogarts. I'm not kicking her down nothing. She can buy her own. You know? Did you guys have a big banner yesterday? You know, usually I must have got some humble, but usually I just get that Mexican dirt. I don't know what it's called. Yeah. Okay. Did you get that, Mom? Dad? Okay, we'll move along. Hi, we're doing interviews for cable access. We're very important. We get a lot of people watching this. Probably, let's see, 1, 2, 3, 4, at least half the people, like number-wise in the team, will eventually watch this show. I'm in no part of it. I stole this guy's microphone. I told him I would sock him in the nuts if he didn't let me talk. So we're gonna go around the room counterclockwise here. We're gonna start with this guy. Exactly how much money did you pay to come here, and was it worth it? Well, actually, I didn't pay no money. I'm doing that studios and have to do that, and that is the truth. So he's like, so you're saying that you didn't pay any money? No, I'm sorry, but I have to work to deal with all 300 million people that are coming through the door. So when you're saying no, then? No, you're saying no. No, okay. Then we go to this guy. God, I'm so really down here. Let's see. Tell us a joke. Tell you a joke? You can't say like that was like fuck or shit or piss. Well, I'm a musician. I'm not a comedian, so I wouldn't do it. Skip. We're gonna go to this guy. Is your name really Kelly, or did your friend like go inside and buy one from something else and then run outside to give it to you to get in for free? Have you been buying one? Is that a yes? Okay. Obviously, is this Slayer? Oh, Slave. I thought it was Slayer. Sorry, guys. Oh, that's a good question. Have you heard the new Slayer? No, I haven't. Are you a Slayer fan? I'm not. They can't hear what you're saying, so we're gonna move to this guy. Oops, Von's trying to take off my pants here. I'm just gonna do it for him. So do you talk to guys with their pants around their ankles very often? Wait, I'll repeat it. Do you talk to guys with pants around their ankles very often? People watch this bullshit. No one watches it. Are you familiar with the city that Meltzer? Yes. Are you from here? I've been here a while, but I'm not from here. Do you know where Balboa Park is? Yes. Very historic. A lot of museums. They have this place called the Fruit Loop. Have you heard of that? No. Hook up with me afterwards. I'll give you directions.